Hey you guys, it's Kristen and welcome back to the Gold Project. Today I am bringing you another budgeting video, and it is one that I have been asked to do quite frequently, and it is how I maintain different ledgers with the same checking account. So you guys, I have one main checking account and I have 3 different notebooks right here that go along with that one checkbook. So I am going to show you today how I make this happen. And before we get into the video, if you are not a member of this community, we would love for you to become one by clicking that little red subscribe button below. Also hit the bell notification so you are informed whenever I post videos. I post videos at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, covering a range of topics from organizing, planning, budgeting, cleaning, or lifestyle. When I say lifestyle, it could be a favorite things, shop with me's, anything, just anything is game in the lifestyle arena. So I do a budgeting series. I've been doing it every couple weeks or every month. You guys usually share questions that you might have with me, which turns into video ideas. So if you have any budgeting ideas that you want me to share in a video, leave that in the comments below. Also, I'm going to leave a card above to my budgeting playlist. It has all of my budgeting videos ranging from my budget planner, which has been a life-changing tool for me, my debt snowball, kids and money management, how I set up for Christmas gifts during the holidays. Just about anything budgeting related, you can find it in that playlist. So what we're going to do today is, these are not the amounts that normally we have. So you guys, I've just, and if you can see, I don't know how to write straight across, so let me zoom in. So I wrote some things over here that I am going to show you how I make it work. So I've got mortgage, cheer, taekwondo, AT&T, Google. So we're going to say Google is my brand. So that is how I get paid for this channel. Two Little Bees and Epidemic Sound. So these are just some of the expenses that I might accrue during the month. I mean, Two Little Bees, all of them are accounts that I usually have, but like Two Little Bees, I may or may not have that. But I just decided to throw that in because it does go with my brand. So I tried to use a blue pen so that y'all could see it. I'm hoping I've done a good job with that. So now we're going to get to my ledgers. So 3 ledgers. This one says cheer, and y'all, these are Pen Gems notebooks. I love them because you can get 3 for, I want to say like $10, $11. So I will leave a link to that in the description below, and my referral code to where you can get 15% off your first order through Pen Gems. So this is the cheer and taekwondo ledger. This is my brand ledger, and I just have little labels at the bottom. And then this is my main checkbook register. So all 3 of these go into play here. So we're going to open this up, and I'm going to show you how it works. And I probably need to start with, let's say that I'm just going to put paycheck. So let's say, and y'all, this is just a random amount. This is not how much I get paid or anything. So we're just going to say that I get paid $1,200. Yes, we're going to say $1,200. So I'm just going to turn back here and show you how this would work. Let's do the last page in this, or some of the last pages. Let me turn to the last page. Okay, so here's how this would work. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to say that I start with $1,200. So $1,200. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Okay, so there is my paycheck, $1,200. So if it was down here towards like the middle area, I would just put plus $1,200 and keep working down. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put mortgage. So there it says mortgage, $800. So the mortgage, all the bills going to the main checkbook here. So I'm just going to put, we're going to put today is the 10th, and we're just going to put mortgage. And then I know what the mortgage is and put minus $800. And it gives me a balance of $400. So it would go on my checkbook register and I'd mark that off. Then we're going to go down to cheer. So here is how cheer works. This is technically, when it comes to my monthly bill planner, let me get that out. Okay, so here is my monthly bill planner. If you've not downloaded this document to use it, you guys, I cannot recommend this document enough, this PDF. I created it, I want to say 4 years ago. I had to revise it. The original document was made in 2012 when I got paid once a month. Now I get paid twice a month, my husband and I both. So I went through and I redid the entire thing. So every year I print this out to use. So this is what I'm referring to. So down here, it'll say cheer. You see cheer twice. And here is why it says cheer twice. Cheer, normally we would be paying daycare, but my son, starting last year, did not have to go to daycare. So we account for that money still. Whatever we paid to daycare now gets put into cheer and taekwondo. We're just calling it cheer because it's easier than the big long name. Then down here is what just the original cheer amount. So double is going to cheer and taekwondo than it was 2 years ago. So when I say cheer, all I'm meaning that we're not paying the cheer bill. This amount is going to the cheer ledger. Her cheer bill is due the first of every month. You don't write that down because I know in my head that when I'm paying my 25th bills, cheer is due on the 1st. When I deposit the money in, I directly take it out because I can pay that online. So I am going to first deduct the cheer from here. Now, note, I am not paying anybody for this cheer amount. So I'm going to put, and here's how I do it. I put move to cheer ledger, and that's how I mark it down. Move to cheer ledger. So I haven't paid anything online. I just know that that's going to get moved to my cheer ledger. So I deducted it here. Now I'm going to pull the cheer budget here. I'm going to go to the random page in the back because I don't want you to see the original amounts. So we're going to go to the last page, and this is where I add it. So I deducted it here. So let's say that this started out at $300. This I moved 100, so I'm going to add that 100 here. So we're going to put deposit 1110, and I usually put from checking plus 100. Bam. So that's how I do that. So anytime that I have cheer on my monthly bill planner, that doesn't mean I'm paying it. That just means I need to take it out. Mark that out. Taekwondo, $50. So this one is done a little bit differently. So I would just go in here. So, this one is just to pay. So the only time that I move money to this ledger is when it says cheer on this list here. Just because I have it in my head and I know that's what it's for. I know to pay it on the 1st of every month. So when it says taekwondo, this I'm just taking out of this ledger. So I would put the 10th, ATA, taekwondo, minus 50, which leaves me $350. Mark it out. So I pay cheer and taekwondo from the cheer and taekwondo ledger. They do not get put, the only thing that gets put in this right here, the main checkbook, is the deductions to move it to this ledger here. So if it says cheer on here, I just know, like down here, it says cheer and cheer. I know to move whatever money I would use to pay for the cheer and the taekwondo to its ledger. So 100 minus it, plus it here, I'm moving it over to pay for ATA and cheer. I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. So then we go through and we have, I can put this aside. So that is how this one works right here. That's how the cheer and taekwondo works there. Then we're going to go down to next. It says AT&T. So AT&T is just a regular bill. So I would go here, AT&T, and I would put cell phone, $150. And then I've got $150 left. So mark that out. Now, these last 3 down here do not get put in the main ledger. So anything that's brand oriented, cheer or taekwondo, has its own ledger. The only amounts that are even maneuvered with are coming from the monthly bill planner. And when it has cheer, that just means to move an amount to the ledger. So the Google, anything that says Google does not get put in this main checkbook. This can get moved aside, and I'm going to move my brand notebook over. So this is where anything that comes to payments or expenses for my brand, that can be anything from equipment, stickers, anything I share on my channel. I just bought a battery for my camera. All of that gets put in this ledger here. So we're going to go here, the very back page, so I'm not messing up all of my pages here, and I'm going to share with you how this goes. So here it says, let's say I got a paycheck from Google. That was $100. Google is who pays me my check. So I'm going to say deposit 1110, deposit Google. And excuse my handwriting, it's not so fantastic. So plus, so we're going to say 0 plus 100, and that leaves me with 100. So $100 there. So I'm going to mark that off here. We're acting like this is the statement from the bank. Then 2 little B's. So I'm going to go here and 2 little B's, and I'm just going to write stickers. Minus $20. So that leaves me 80. So I'm going to mark it off here. Then I'm to Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound, I do pay $15 a month for music for my channel. You guys, if you are a YouTuber, any size YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you pay the $15 a month for your music. You have a wide range of music that you're not going to get a copyright claim on. I got 1 or 2 of those, and it was the most frustrating thing ever. I knew it was not a copyright issue, but it takes, I think, like 30 days for you to put in the complaint and for them to make sure that it's not. And what happens is there is a bot. There are bots on the internet. So somehow they will try to make money off the music that you're playing, even if the music is not theirs. So I finally just said, I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm going to pay money to use the music. Best $15 I have spent for my channel. So we're going to say Epidemic Sound, and $15 is how much I pay for them. Epidemic Sound, $15. And that is the last bit there. So that is how all of this works. So you guys, that is how I maintain all of these ledgers for my one checking account. So anything dealing with my brand, deposits or withdrawals, only get put in my brand notebook. All of the main checking account stuff gets put in the main checkbook. And the only thing pertaining to cheer and taekwondo that gets put in here is basically the withdrawals to place in this notebook here. So that is basically when I move that money over, that is how I get money to pay for cheer and taekwondo. It is a way for me to set aside the money and just keep all of it organized. In my brain, I compartmentalize things, so it just makes it easier if everything has its own space. So when I go and pay bills and when I go and check my bank statement, I do have to have all 3 of these out, and I will go through them one by one and mark things off. But it makes me feel so much better, and this is how my brain works. So you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope I have been able to explain this without being confusing. If you have any questions at all, please leave those in the comments below. I will help you in any way I can set up this system for yourself. If you want me to go ahead and do a second video, let me know what I need to cover, and I can definitely do that, because I'm looking for some new videos to do in 2019 that are budget oriented. So you guys, I hope that you give this video a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube that you're engaged and you enjoy my content, and they'll start recommending it to more people. Also, hit that subscribe button if you have not already to become a part of this YouTube family, and hop on over and become a member of our family on Instagram as well. I will leave my handle right down here so that you know exactly what to type in Instagram. So you guys, I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.